All right, here's a statement of claim. On or about August 30th,
Yep.
Mr. Robbins was arrested
Goddamn,
on a warrant
August
and brought
30th.
to Mission Row PD. At the time, he was brought into an interrogation room, and Trooper Andrews fired an automatic weapon at the wall to intimidate Mr. Robbins.
That's true.
Following that, Trooper Andrews proceeded to continuously tase Mr. Robbins repeatedly, and it says here in quotes, approximately 10 times, as Mr. Robbins begged for him to stop and was not given medical treatment. He was then sent to jail following this and had received medical treatment following his sentence and parole by Dr. Martell. And Dr. Martell is present in the courtroom today. She is listed as one of the witnesses. Mr. Robbins had been traumatized by this incident mentally and physically per medical report, which will be included soon. I don't see a medical report anywhere included.
Martell, what
Yeah, I
My
can
client
elaborate on that.
Also heard other officers on the other side of the glass of the room watching and did nothing. In the relief, their plaintiff is requesting $50,000 in pain and suffering for the excessive force and torture and violation of his client's constitutional rights, and they're also seeking $100,000 in punitive damages for the treatment of a person in custody by an officer of the law. This is a public policy concern. You should be punished accordingly to set an example. I'm not punishing anybody in this courtroom today. This is a civil proceeding.
God damn
not
you,
a criminal
Jerry.
proceeding. So Mr. Callow, who's not here right now, should have not even added that in there. Okay. Was there a medical report submitted? Let me look through the court docket real quick because I don't see one.
No, Your Honor, there wasn't. Dr. Martell said that she would elaborate on why not, if you needed to.
All right. Perfect.
Game of
And a
Martinez.
pending psychiatric evaluation by a licensed psychiatrist. Do we have that?
Your Honor, I was too traumatized to see a psychologist.
Okay. Well, that's kind of a big part of why your representative is asking for
What
the
the fuck,
award
Ricky?
in punitive damages. Okay.
I'm sorry, it's just getting out of bed is...
Okay. All right. Calm down, sir. Do you need a moment? Or can I proceed?
I'm alright.
All right. Can I get Are both sides prepared to give their opening at this time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Trooper Andrews?
Sure, sir.
Okay.
Is Denzel a witness?
The plaintiff, you may proceed with your
Can
opening.
we surprise witness?
Yes,
Well,
can we surprise
Hang
witness,
on.
please?
Let me do my opening. Damn. And I'll come back and ask about that. Okay. Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, we're here today to listen to Mr. Ricky's complaint about Trooper Andrews' excessive force. Ridiculous, might I add. Oh. Ridiculous, might I add. Mr. Robbins is claiming that Trooper Andrews basically tortured him while in custody, and that he heinously treated Mr. Robbins
Exactly,
like
you
an
can testify.
animal. Disgusting,
I haven't
might
left
I
my
add.
bed in a month.
And at the same time, Mr. Robbins was denied medical treatment, was also denied a lawyer, and wasn't able to get medical treatment until after out of prison, after 5 years, Your Honor. 5 years. Ridiculous. Taser prong stuck in my client for 5 years. And today I'm going to prove to the court that this will be... He deserves this money, Your Honor. He's been through a lot. Look at him. Just look at him. He looks pathetic, Your Honor, might I add. Oh God. Please. Your Honor, I hope that you'll find it that he deserves this money. That is all.
Can't even afford a full shirt.
He can't even afford a full shirt and pants.
All right, you've already given your opening. No outbursts.
Sorry, Your
Thank
Honor.
you.
Sorry.
Trooper Andrews.
All I have to say, sir. Oh,
Mhm.
thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Mhm.
Is burden of proof is going to lie on the plaintiff over there.
It's
For
a
most
civil
of this,
matter.
I'm
There's
gonna-
no burden of proof in a civil
Oh,
matter,
yeah.
sir. Okay.
Then I'm
Winners!
gonna play the fifth for a lot, and there was no violation of anybody's rights. Ricky over there is an animal, and he was treated
He said
a
it!
lot better than most animals.
He said that I'm an animal! He fucking said it!
Mr. Robbins.
No, Ricky,
Please.
shh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
All right, did Mr. Callow just walk in?
That's Larry, Your Honor.
That's Larry?
It's Larry
Okay,
Hallow.
how many... Okay, all right, I'm confused.
Might I add that we have a group of predators representing an animal. I mean,
Derogatory terms towards the plaintiff.
I'm not an animal. I'm a man.
I want to keep
Objection, defamation.
I know what's going on, all right? We had to cover for you, Callow. If you want to come up and stand next to the representative, it's fine, all right?
Oh, okay.
I know you had a hard issue just like everybody else.
Wrong side, Jerry. Oh my
Jerry,
God.
you're an
Jerry.
idiot.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
hey, he recognizes the winning side, boy.
Jerry.
All right. Again, please, no outbursts in my court. I want everybody to take this very serious. These are very, very serious allegations against Trooper Andrews, okay? So please keep the chatter to a minimum. so
Yo,
everyone can
Soviet
hear,
consultants of LS. Okay.
including the attorneys and their client, okay? Does everyone
Yes, Your
understand
Honor.
me? This is very serious now, and I know some people are making small jokes here and there, but I want this case to be heard, and I want everybody to be afforded the right to speak when they're on the stand, okay? Thank you. Now that I've heard openings, I
Yeah,
will
we can't lose
proceed
with
on to
because
the
one Jerry
testimony,
is a loser,
is the plaintiff
but the other
prepared
Jerry
to call their
negates the
first
loss.
Yes, Your Honor. We'd like to
Okay.
call Ricky Robbins first.
witness? All right, Mr. Robbins, will you please approach?
I can try, Your Honor.
Okay.
You need help, Ricky?
Oh, I can do it. I'm a man. I'm not an animal.
You can do this.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
The glass.
Whoa!
Objection, Your Honor. He's making a mockery of your house.
I'm trying.
Yes, Mr. Robbins, please get up. I saw you running down the street 10 minutes before court,
Oh,
okay?
God damn it, Ricky.
Come on.
There was a pit bull chasing me.
Yeah, well, I didn't see the pit bull.
God.
All right, Mr. Robbins, please raise your left arm. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give at this civil hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalties of perjury, so help you Coyle?
So help me, Coyle.
Praise Coyle.
Praise Coyle.
Praise him.
All right.
How you doing today?
Plaintiff,
Oh,
you may
sorry.
proceed with your first line of questioning for this witness.
All right. How you doing today, Mr. Robbins?
I'm trying.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. We can take our time with this. We got nothing but time. What? What happened in the investigation room on August 30th?
Gee whiz, it's hard to remember through all the pain, but I can try my best. I was arrested. I'm still really not too sure for what. Something about a cop being kidnapped. I don't know. I was interrogated. It started off fine, and then when I started giving them the answers they didn't want to hear, that's when things started getting icky.
Oh. Okay. Could you please, just so I can clarify, why were you brought into the interrogation room again?
Something about there was a cop missing. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Did they make you a suspect of said kidnapping of a police officer?
I believe so.
Okay.
At
How
the
was
time
Troop-
of the
oh.
kidnapping, though, Denzel and I were playing hopscotch,
Oh.
so I don't know when.
Okay. How was Trooper Andrews' demeanor?
Well, at first he was nice, and I was just trying to help the investigation. I didn't know that I was a suspect, really. Golly. But then he got angry. That's what happened.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Hang on, take a breath. There's two issues up there. Take a deep breath. It's okay. You're safe. Do you need a hug?
No. Why?
Mr. Robbins, do you need a moment to get it together?
I'm okay, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I'm so
Thank you.
sorry.
Thank you.
Your Honor, may I come
Please.
with my roommate?
No, I'd like you to stay back there. Please try to, answer the questions to the best of your ability and try not to cry, okay?
I'm so sorry, Your Honor. Please don't tase me.
I don't possess a taser. I don't even carry a firearm.
Okay.
What did Trooper Andrews say during the time that you were in custody?
He said, "Liar! Liar! Liar!
Oh,
You're an animal! You're a fucking animal! Liar!
Your Honor,
Liar!"
that's to be quoted, not his actual language. I just want to.
No, I understand when they're on the witness stand, it's to be quoted. So yes.
Okay, I don't want to get in trouble. Okay. I would also like for the courts to note that Trooper Andrews also called him an animal just a few minutes ago. So it's not. It's a common practice for Trooper Andrews to call Mr. Robbins an animal. All right, Mr. Robbins. Were you ever uncuffed?
Objection. The lawyer's an idiot.
That's not an objection, sir.
It's not
Hey!
an objection, Trooper Andrews.
He called me an idiot too.
He called me a predator.
Jerry,
No more outbursts, please. Your objection is overruled. It's not a valid objection.
were you ever uncuffed?
No, only to be cuffed to the table.
How many times did he tase you?
Upwards of like 20. I don't. It was a lot. It's hard to remember through the pain.
Were you resisting or fighting any officers in any kind of way?
No, no. I just wanted to go see my son that I had to give away.
Were you helping the officers to the best of your ability?
I was trying. I just didn't know what they wanted me to say. I didn't. I didn't do it.
What else did he do to you while you were in there?
At one point he left, and I thought it was all going to be over. I was so happy. Thought finally, my days of suffering, this is finally done. I can live without pain again. And that's when he came back.
What did he do?
I don't really know guns too well. I'm a pretty simple guy. I don't really know guns that well, but you know when we were in that war like 12 years ago and what they were using, those guns?
AKs?
Yeah, those. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he came back with one of those and he fired it at the wall and I couldn't hear.
Oh.
He said this is you're going to be your face is going to be the wall. I don't give a fuck. I'll shoot you like an animal, you idiot.
How close were you to where he was shooting?
Inches.
Did you ask for medical treatment?
I begged for it and an attorney.
Did you get either?
No.
Did he specifically deny you either?
He said animals don't need medical treatment. We just take them out back and shoot them.
And what did he say? Did he specifically deny you a lawyer?
Yeah, he said I didn't need one where I'm going.
Where did he say where you were going?
He said hell.
Oh. Okay. Did you go to prison before receiving medical treatment?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you serve your entire sentence in prison before getting medical treatment?
I did. I slept
What
on the
happened?
concrete. The only thing I remember is when the other inmates would wake me up to beat me, and then I'd pass out from the pain.
Okay. What happened when you went to the hospital to see a doctor?
Dr. Martell? What is Dr. Martell was there. And I remember her screaming in horror about how infected my back was from the leftover taser prongs. I thought they were going to have to amputate my back.
Oh, wait. Okay. What were you treated for?
Infected back syndrome.
Were the taser prongs left in your back?
Yeah. Yeah, so those had to come out too.
Okay. Did you have an infection from the taser prongs?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I sure did. I sure did.
How long were you in custody at MRPD for?
Oh god. Hours even.
Okay. How long did you go to prison for?
I think like 60 months.
5 years?
5 years a pretty much a slave. Yeah. A slave to pain and suffering.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
60 months is not the equivalent of 5 years in a city.
Wait,
we all know that. Okay.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn it.
It's
Okay.
5 years in pretty much in my head in a mental prison.
I understand. I understand.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. 5 years in mental prison. Okay. Sorry, that my bad. Sorry. Okay. So you had taser prongs in your back
Yep.
for 60 months.
Yes.
Why
Yes,
didn't
Your
you get
Honor.
medical while at prison?
I don't know. I don't think anyone cared enough.
Okay.
Like I said, I could barely walk. My days were spent screaming in pain and then passing out from exhaustion from screaming in pain. Screaming at God, asking him what sort of sick fuck would let this happen to an innocent man. Why is this happening to me?
Okay. How does this affect your day-to-day life?
I had to give up my son. I had to give him up. I had to just send him on his way with nothing but the clothes on his back and $20 in his pocket.
Okay. Did it affect you in any other way?
Yeah.
Okay, how so?
Every time I see a taser, I piss my pants.
Okay.
And I'm scared of light. Like with
Of
like
what?
just like light, like electricity. Like lights are fine, but like if it like starts to flicker, I kind of have a seizure a little bit.
Oh, like spark?
Yeah, like a spark.
Okay.
Look at my hair. I used to have brown, beautiful hair. I can only wear these crop tops because the infection on my back is so bad.
All right. No more questions, Your Honor.
Okay. Trooper Andrews, would you like to cross this witness?
Oh yes, sir, I would.
Ah.
Okay. Before you start, I know you don't normally do lawyer work. If there's an objection, sir, please, I will give you time to rebut the objection, and then I will allow the other side to rebut your rebut, and then I will make a ruling, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, you may proceed.
Mr. Robbins, how long have you been in the city?
Oh God, my whole life.
Okay. What does your day-to-day entail, Mr. Robbins?
These days, I can barely work up the energy to leave bed. If I do, it's to cry in the living room, and then I go back to sleep.
All right. Mr. Robbins, you mentioned you didn't know what a AK-47 was.
I didn't
Right.
know. No, I don't know.
Okay. But you are aware that you have been caught multiple times with an AK-47. 9 times to be precise, right?
Objection, scope.
Objection, not in evidence.
It's in a police report.
It's not in the evidence.
Give me one moment.
Please don't make him angry.
So you're
Stop
objecting on the scope, but you did ask him what kind of weapon.
It wasn't scope.
Right.
So,
Give me just
Your
one
Honor,
second. Oh,
Your
I
go
was
ahead.
asking about his arrests. He started to talk
Exactly.
about the arrests.
Right.
Which has nothing to
Okay.
do with.
Well,
So
he was arrested on this day, yes, and sent to prison,
Damn.
yes.
Okay. Then.
Okay.
Also, there's no police report actually. In
Jerry,
the
maybe you
evidence.
should just be quiet. He's saying it's my turn.
Yeah. I'm going to allow Trooper Andrews to rebut, and then I will make a ruling.
Oh, he was arrested for having a AK-47 in his pocket. It's in a police report. The arrest they are referring to.
Adrian, you got it.
Can I rebut that?
Sure.
There is no police report in the evidence. Nothing was submitted. Whatever he's referring to has not been in discovery.
Give
So
me
then he was
one
arrested
moment.
for no reason.
You should have put it into evidence, sir.
Hold on. Give me one moment, gentlemen. Let me look at something on the court docket here.
I'm so scared.
Jerry, you requested the police report regarding the arrest. Why didn't you add it to the file
'Cause I didn't
on
get it.
September 6th, 2019?
God damn you, Jerry.
I never got it. So I
You never got
submitted
it. Okay.
Oh,
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and overrule the objection. I want to hear the answer.
what was the question?
Why were you caught with the AK-47? Why was it in your possession? And why are you saying you don't know what it looks like?
I don't know what AK-47 you're talking about.
The one you were arrested with, sir?
I don't know that gun. All I know is like
Okay.
Glocks. I think they're Glocks.
Do you know why you were arrested, sir?
I don't remember. No.
You're under permission to read the police report of which Ricky was brought into Mission Row PD for.
Sure.
I
Mr.
object to
Callow,
that.
do you object to that?
Yeah, I
Okay.
object to it. It's not even. I have no discovery of that. I wasn't able to prepare for that police.
The police report is public record.
It is
you
public
could have gotten
record.
that September
It's public
2nd.
record, but I never requested it for this case.
Okay.
It's the same thing as
Well,
like requesting a search
here-
warrant.
Okay, here's the thing. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and overrule the objection. I'll tell you why. Because I feel, as the Chief Justice, and this is such a severe case, I do want to know why Mr. Robbins was brought into the detaining area of Mission Row PD. And if these things did happen to your client, I'm sure that this might have some weight on it, Mr. Callow. Okay? Does that-
Yeah,
does
Jerry
that
gets
make-
one
does that make
W and
sense?
it's going to his head.
Kind. Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, you can read the police report to the courtroom at this time. And Mr.
Thank you, Your
Callow,
Honor.
on redirect, you can ask Mr. Robbins questions specific to that police report if you'd like. Okay? Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you, Your Honor. This report was written by one Deputy Joey Keys, and it was regarding
Who?
a one Detective Reinhardt and Keys as well.
Okay, just to make sure, this is the police report that led to Mr. Robbins being in custody when the alleged events happened.
Yes, sir.
Correct? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And the charges on here were attempted murder, kidnapping, criminal use of a firearm, criminal possession of a firearm class 2, unlawful imprisonment, and first-degree robbery, sir. And the
Okay.
incident reads as follows. Oh, you want me to go ahead, sir?
Yes, proceed.
310 and 427, which would be E Keys and J Keys and E Reinhardt's call signs, were undercover in the Grove Street district for a redacted reason. It's an ongoing investigation, sir. Whilst doing their UC work, Tony Corleone had spotted the two on the top of a building and climbed up. Mr. Corleone pointed a Class 2 shotgun at the two of them. Mr. Robertson then came up and assisted Tony Corleone in handcuffing both 301 and 427, as well as pointing an automatic Class 2 weapon, the one that we found on Mr. Robbins, at 301. Ricky and Tony had their suspicion that 427 was Reinhardt from her voice, to which she kept denying. Ricky then robbed 301 of his cash and guns he had on his person. Ricky then grabbed 301's phone, looked through it, and found out that he was a cop. Yelling to Tony about it, Tony then blasted 301 in the chest a few times with a shotgun.
Ooh.
301 then blacked out. 301 later woke up at Pillbox Medical with Dr. Serge Cross at his side. 301 told Serge what had happened. Serge
Welcome
then got on
back
the radio
to
with
Penta
PD to find out the
Premium.
status of Reinhardt. It was at this
That's
point
so
301 found
long.
out Reinhardt had been kidnapped from the rooftop. At the time of writing this was a warrant, sir, the original police report. Reinhardt had not been located as yet. She was later located a couple days later. That's the end of this police report, sir.
Okay, it's noted. And Mr. Callow, I will send you a copy of that police report, all right? So you can look at it.
Okay.
Do you recall that incident, Mr. Robbins?
The whole thing on the roof, I don't remember nothing about that. No way.
Mm.
All right, Your Honor, can we have a brief recess to go over the police report?
Yeah, but can we finish with this line of questioning first?
I'll
Thank
allow
you.
it, sir. If you don't mind, I'll allow them to have their research. So they
You
can,
want the recess right now as when I give you the report?
Yes, sir, as soon as we get the report.
Okay.
Too many tasers to remember.
Trooper Andrews, what number was that? I'm sorry? The report number? Do you know?
Hold on.
Okay.
Yo, Creepy Craig, thanks for the gifted sub to Miss Murder, Monka.
That is incident number 10649, sir.
Surgood, what is this? Surgood.
Thank you.
Why would you
But-
need the incident
Badar?
number?
I was just asking because I thought I heard him read it off.
Okay.
Thanks for the prime
Better
sub.
not be accessing something. I think you're
No,
doing.
sir.
All right.
No, I haven't been doing that.
Appreciate
All right. Okay, I've sent a copy to Mr. Callow. Okay, I'll give the court
TZZQ
a.
okay with 2
How much
months.
of a recess do you think you're gonna need?
Just real quick, sir, if they want to take a look at
Spread with 3 months in a row.
the one above that when the warrant was
furnished
served,
with
there's
3 months.
some,
I
Slick
saw
Rick
the
Prick with
warrant,
11
yes.
months.
yeah, there's some pretty
Diggsy,
clear
6
words
months.
there. It says suspect apprehended getting
Thanks.
medical treatment at pillbox. If they want to read that one too and figure out if
Dr.
that never
Don
happened
Diddler,
or this
14
police
months in a
report's a
row.
lie, then
That's
yeah, that's
so
great.
long.
Appreciate that.
If
Everything's included in the original. It looks like from between the two with the warrant and this. All right, how many minutes do you need?
8.
8 minutes it is. Court's in recess for 8 minutes. Trooper Andrews, you were on a cross-examination.
God damn you,
of
Jerry.
Mr. Robbins. We brought up the police report. I allowed that the plaintiff's client, legal team here, the twins, to look at the
I'm gonna fuck
report,
Jerry up after
and
this.
we're not going to talk about the AK-47 stuff anymore, okay?
Yes,
We're
sir.
well
I was
aware.
just trying to
Okay, yep.
address the reason of why Mr. Robbins was down there.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Robbins, do you remember when you were arrested?
I think what did it say? August 30th, I think.
Yes. Do you remember what officers arrested you?
I don't.
Okay, I'm going to... It's actually August 31st was when it was served. Yes.
31st.
Okay.
I
Just
still
for the
don't remember.
record.
Okay, that's fine. Well, it's your right to not remember.
That clip
Mr.
has
Robbins, have you ever been tased
150,000 views. Yeah, once or twice, I believe.
Prior to this incident,
Prior to this incident, I've been tased.
this alleged incident,
Yes.
can you tell me about that incident, sir?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. Probably just goofing around. You know how it is.
Okay.
Goofing around.
Yeah. Goofing around.
Yeah, just goofing around.
So after this arrest here, you said you weren't taken to the hospital?
No.
So the police report that says you were taken to the hospital is false?
I wasn't taken to the hospital after the interrogation.
So what happened at the interrogation?
A whole lot of tasing, a whole lot of shooting, a whole lot of scared.
Hang on, Ricky.
Objection asked and answered.
Will you whisper?
Okay.
Quiet, yeah.
God damn it.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and sustain an objection. Trooper Andrews, can you ask more specific questions
course.
rather than being vague? Thank you.
Yes, sir. Give me a second, sir. Sorry.
Take your time.
Which officers were present during this interrogation, sir?
Well, you were there, bastard. And Copper was there for a second.
Okay. So it was just 2 officers there.
I mean, there could have. Yeah, that's all I saw. I don't know. It sounded like I could hear some people laughing in the halls. I don't know though. I don't know.
But you said they were watching you from somewhere else?
I had a feeling someone was watching me.
So during this tasing, who was present?
You.
So
That
I'm your only witness?
I could see.
I'm your only witness, sir?
I guess.
Okay. And during this alleged shooting of the wall, I'm the only witness to that as well?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you would be.
Okay. And you mentioned you were never uncuffed, but then you were cuffed to the table.
I was cuffed to the table. Yeah.
So you were uncuffed.
He stated that the only time he was uncuffed was to be cuffed to a table. It's exactly his words.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Are you aware that there is a medical facility at Bolingbrook Penitentiary, sir?
No, I didn't know that.
Are you aware that we can't force any type of medical treatment upon you?
No, I don't know. I'm not a cop.
Okay. You're not a cop?
I'm not a cop. Let the record
Are
show
you
I'm
aware
not a
that
cop.
no one is allowed to force medical treatment upon you?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Okay. All right, no further questions, Your Honor.
All right, would the plaintiff like to redirect?
Jerry, you have any questions?
Oh, copper. Hey. Plaintiff, do you want to redirect?
Yep.
I was asking if he had questions,
Yep,
Your Honor.
yep.
Yeah, I actually
I
don't.
just
Pay
have-
attention, Callow.
I just have one. The Trooper Andrews was mentioning how asking you if you were aware they're not allowed to force you to have medical treatment.
Right.
Did you ask? I just want to reiterate something to make it clear. Did you ask for medical treatment?
I begged for medical treatment
When did you beg for medical treatment?
after the multiple tasing incidents and the shooting.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Robbins, you may step down at this time, sir.
All right.
Okay.
Ow.
Plaintiff, your next witness.
Dr. Tracy Martell, Your Honor.
Hey, Dr. Martell, please approach.
All right. Get
Buck,
him,
you want to
Martinez.
swear in the witnesses? Or do you want me to continue?
You need me to swear in the witnesses, I can do that.
Sure.
Step back over there while I swear in the witness.
The Lions lost it. There was like 5 seconds left.
Ms. Martell, go ahead and raise your left hand for me, please. Do you swear and affirm
God damn,
the
the
testimony
Lions
you're
suck.
about to give today is the truth to the best of your
Oh,
knowledge under
refs.
the penalties of perjury, so help you, the holy trinity of Coil, Baby Coil, and Baby Mama Coil?
Triple yes.
Okay.
Triple yes.
Witness is sworn in.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay, you may proceed with your line of questioning for this witness, plaintiff. Thank you.
All right. How you doing, Dr. Martell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just another
did
win
Mr.
for
Robbins,
OTT, really.
come to you complaining about being tased.
Was
by
anyone else kind of
officers?
over the meme? I hate to be that guy.
Discussion about it outside of the hospital. Yes.
Okay. Did Mr. Robbins tell you how many times he was tased?
His words were multiple, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Did he say about anything about what happened in the situation that we're talking about tonight?
All I recall is he said that he was in a cell, handcuffed, being tased by officers.
Okay. Did he say who he was tased by?
He mentioned Officer Andrews and I believe Copper.
Okay. Did Mr. Robbins complain about being in severe pain when he came to the hospital for treatment?
Severe what? Oh, I'm sorry. And who's Mr. Robinson? That's Richard, right? We're talking about
Ricky.
Richard?
Yes, Ricky Robbins.
His
I know
legal
what
name is Ricky Robbins.
Oh.
The guy that was just
Fuck
up
is
here
Richard
cowering like a
Robbins?
pansy.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Can you repeat the question?
Did he
Severe
complain
cane.
about being in severe pain while talking to you outside of Pillbox?
Objection,
Yeah.
leading.
I'm asking her if he said something to her.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sustain the objection. Please rephrase your question.
Did he complain about severe pain?
Leading.
Yes.
She's making her
Oh.
say yes to the severe
Okay,
pain.
Again, sustain.
It's yes or no.
Okay, check it out, though, all right?
Check
It's a
it
very
out.
simple question you could ask her right now. I think you could figure it out. We're leading this witness as to what he said.
What did he complain about?
There you go.
He said that his back hurt. And he said that he was tased and he was in pain.
Okay. One second, Your Honor.
What a creepy fuck.
Take your time.
So I gotta get a Rockstar launcher now too? Oh, I keep accidentally hitting the fucking spacebar. I got all these goddamn business cards and I only gave like one of them out, I think.
Did Mr. Robbins mention being treated while in custody?
Wait until December? Why the fuck would I do that?
If I recall correctly, he said that he was not treated while he was in custody.
Did he serve his time in prison before coming to see you?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what he told me.
Did you ask him if he was ever treated at prison or while in custody?
Yeah, I did. And I remember his answer. I thought it was weird because he said that he was in there for multiple days without being treated, and I asked him why he didn't go to like the nurse in prison, and he said that he didn't have any access to medical care there. So
Okay. In a professional opinion,
Well, that kind of
if
lines up
foreign-
with what I
if
just
foreign
said.
items such as taser prongs are left in somebody's body for an extended period of time, could that be detrimental to someone's health?
I mean, generally speaking,
We'll
it
put a
could
foreign
lead
item in
to
Jerry's
multiple
ass
things,
if he gets his
skin
thrown out because he's
infections,
racist.
It could lead to blood infections, scabbing, scarring, muscle damage, things like that.
Okay. What if they were left in somebody's body for 60 months?
Well, I mean, I don't know how they would have fall out at that point, but if they hadn't, yeah, it would probably cause a skin infection depending on the bacteria that was building around it.
Jesus.
Okay.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
How was Mr. Robbins' demeanor when he came to talk to you?
Don't ask that.
He was angry and upset. At first, he was angry, and then he was upset after our conversation.
With you or the officers?
I don't know. He just seemed really sad, and it was really weird because he's an asshole. Excuse my language, Your Honor, but I've never seen him sad before. So
Okay, no more questions.
So, Trooper Anders, like to cross this witness?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Angry and upset, 75% about therapy.
How you doing, ma'am?
Yeah.
I'm great. How are you?
Fantastic. How long have you been a doctor at the hospital?
Ooh, pillbox. I don't want to say anywhere between like 4 to 6 months, maybe.
Scoop. Okay. How many times have you treated Mr. Robbins? If you can guess.
If I could guess, less than 5 times.
Less than 5 times. Do you remember any of those previous incidents?
Yeah.
Objection, scope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sustain this objection. You have to stay within the scope of the initial line of questioning.
Okay. Do you guys write a report for every, treatment you give for a patient?
Yeah, I mean, it's in our SOP. Some of us forget a report or two, but yeah, pretty much.
Damn, they have to do that. That sucks.
So it is
Yeah.
common that someone might not write a report.
Objection
Yeah.
scope. We never talked about the medical report.
Yeah, sustained.
Damn.
You must stay within the boundaries of what the questions
Damn.
they asked.
Jerry's on fire.
Maybe that helps you anyway.
I rest my case, Your Honor. I'm good.
Oh, he
That's
rests.
your case.
Damn.
You rest.
Hold
Are you sure it's your rest?
I don't see that you have been added to be recalled at this time, but there may be some redirect based off the few questions that Trooper Anders just did ask. Did you have a question for her again?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, all right. You may go back then, Trooper Anders.
Objection,
Plaintiff, would
Jerry's
you
a
like to
racist
redirect
predator.
based off the questions that Trooper Anders asked.
I don't have anything, Jerry.
All right, I'm good, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, can I elaborate? Did you want me to elaborate on
No.
the report? Okay.
Nope.
All right.
Nope. The report. None of it. You may step down.
Okay.
All right.
That's not good.
Plaintiff.
Surprise,
do you have any
Denzel!
more witnesses you'd like to call this time?
Jerry, you can call the last two.
What's that?
Call the last two, Jerry. You wanted to call them.
The last two. Should be only one.
All right. One of you over
Jerry.
there get a hold of it and figure something out. Because
Come
you're
on,
wasting
Jerry.
my time.
Trooper Andrews, Your Honor. Jesus Christ,
Oh.
Jerry.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Are you fucking... How
Hey,
are you a lawyer?
Watch your language in my court.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Do you guys
Well,
are you guys
honestly,
planning on
Andrews.
questioning me, or can I like
Officer
leave?
Copper, I believe
Jerry, go
you
back
are going to be
your-
questioned.
Go back to your position. Nobody told you to come up.
I'm
and
gonna
ask questions
I'm gonna
yet.
go do something else.
You are being called as a witness, Officer Copper.
All right.
Yes.
I've witnessed my ass getting thrown out of the city.
Excuse me?
She's
Yeah,
she's just grumpy, sir. I apologize.
All right.
Okay, let me go ahead and swear you in. Go ahead and raise your left hand, please. Do you swear and affirm that all testimony that you are about to give is true to the best of your knowledge, under the penalties of perjury, so help you, the Holy Trinity of Coil?
Yes, sir.
Amen.
All right. Okay.
Did you
Hey.
just fucking punch me?
Stop punching people. Damn it.
Let me give you a bandage.
Fucking asshole.
Hey, knock it off.
He
Yeah,
punched me
Denzel.
first.
Jesus.
That's all good.
Act like children. Come on.
No, it's all good.
All right.
Trooper Andrews.
You
just have
bandaged,
two
dude?
questions.
Sir?
You give me a fucking bandage.
Denzel.
Yeah, can you
shh.
just
Apologize.
Denzel? You gotta jump though.
Were you present in the interrogation room with Mr. Robbins?
I believe so, sir.
Were you the one to detain him?
No, sir.
Who detained him?
I do not recall, sir.
Was he in cuffs in the interrogation room?
No, sir.
What was his status in the interrogation room?
Oh shit.
Well, I believe he was uncuffed and then he was handcuffed to the table, sir. So one hand was cuffed.
Okay. Did you tase Mr. Robbins?
Do not recall, sir.
You do not recall?
No, sir.
That's not a no.
Do you recall him asking for medical treatment?
That's not a
Don't
no,
recall that
chat.
happening, sir.
Do you recall firing a gun in the room?
Do not recall doing that, sir.
Oh, that's not a no.
Do you remember?
It essentially
anything
is
said between
not
you two?
really.
No, sir. I do not remember anything said between us.
Do you know why he was down there?
By looking at the MDT, looks like it was a warrant, sir.
Yeah, if it was Jordan, I just would have lied.
Do you remember any of the questions you asked him?
I believe I was asking him where Reinhardt was.
Okay. What was his responses?
I believe it was along the lines of, "Go fuck yourself, pussy."
Oh, he
And a
remembers
lot
that.
of bitches as well, sir.
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds about right. And what was your response to that?
I was appalled, sir.
Okay. Anything else?
No, sir.
Okay. No further questions.
All right, Trooper Andrews, you may step down.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Plaintiff, any more witnesses?
Surprise, Denzel.
No, Your Honor.
No.
No.
No, Your
So
Honor.
you listed Officer Copper, and I had her show up here, but now you're not going to call her.
Jury.
We'll call
Just
her. Yeah,
call her.
that's
Just
fine.
call her. God
Wow.
Thank you.
Trooper.
Wow.
Trooper
Okay.
Copper.
You do understand
Sorry,
how hard it
Assistant
is
Chief.
to get people to, in the city together. So,
You know,
Assistant Chief
I called
Copper.
ass to get home
Yes.
for this shit. I just wanted
I-
to fucking know.
I am well aware. I don't need the
Why is
fucking
she
in there. Thank you.
Oh, she's pissed.
I know. Thank you for showing
Oh,
up.
she's pissed. I'm getting fired on Jordan.
Was anything on fire?
Jordan's
I
getting
love
fired.
yogurt.
All right.
What kind of yogurt?
3.5
Buck,
hours.
swear in the witness, please.
All right, go ahead
Thank
and
you.
raise your left hand, please.
Oh shit.
Do you swear and affirm that all testimony you are about to give is true to the best of your knowledge under the penalties of perjury, so help you, the Holy Trinity of Core?
I do.
All right, witness is sworn in.
You may
Uh,
proceed.
Or take tomorrow
Trooper
off.
Copper,
Yeah,
thank
let this whole thing blow over.
Do you remember the day that Mr. Robbins was arrested?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Were you were you the one to detain him?
No, I was not.
What was your involvement in this?
My involvement was that I was preparing to execute a raid on the gang known as the Lean Boys.
Are you gonna
Ricky's name
surprise
was
witness
on
Denzel?
a list of people that I wanted to question
surprise
in
witness?
regards to the disappearance or
You're gonna surprise
kidnapping
witness
of
Denzel. Do it.
Reinhardt.
No balls.
And when he was detained, I wanted to ask him
Jim
questions and offer him the same deal that I had offered Tony Corleone at the same time to see if he would cooperate with me for a safe return.
Okay. And then were you the one to bring him into the investigation room?
Nope.
Okay. What were you doing down there in the investigation room? Interrogation room.
Actually,
I'm
I was
sorry.
in the office. I was processing someone else. I don't remember what the charges were for the other person, and then I was in the office because they had told me over the radio that they had Ricky in custody. And I had told everybody that, when they get their hands on him, because there was an outstanding warrant for his arrest, that I would like to question him to offer him the same deal that I was offering Corleone.
Okay. Were you ever in the interrogation room with Mr. Robbins?
Yeah, I went in there to speak with him and ask him questions.
Was Trooper Andrews also in there?
When I first went in there, it was just myself and Robbins, and then Andrews joined shortly after. And then I explained to him what was going on, the evidence I had to support his association with the Lean Boys, and that I was asking for him to cooperate with me in finding Reinhardt.
Okay. And then after, what happened after that?
He said, "I don't know what you're fucking talking about." And I said, "That's kind of what I expected for you to say." I had explained to him that if he cooperated with me, that he could walk out of the cell, that we would wipe the warrant, but you'd have to actually work with us as far as getting the Reinhardt back to us. And he said, "I don't know what the fuck you're talking about." And I said, "Okay, that's what I expected." And then I left. And then I walked down the hallway, and then my head exploded.
Okay. Did you
That's
see
true.
Trooper Andrews in there?
Yeah, he came in afterwards, but he was standing there with his arms crossed, just letting me do my questioning.
Okay. Did he ask you to leave?
Nope. I left to go back on duty because I was preparing to do a raid.
Okay. Did you hear anything in the room after you left?
No, my head exploded.
Like right after you left?
Yeah, I walked past the evidence doors and then I had a headache.
Okay, no further questions.
Trooper Andrews, would you like to cross this witness?
No, sir. Everything was perfect.
Okay. You may step down at this time. Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Yep.
Does the plaintiff
Appreciate
have
you, Assistant
any
Chief.
more
Yep.
witnesses to
Yep.
call at this time?
Jerry, do you want to call anybody?
No,
it's a
we're
simple yes
No,
or
Your
no.
Denzel,
no, Your Honor.
Denzel.
Thank you. Are you too awake?
You can't.
I'm whispering to him, Your Honor.
Surprise
so I don't have to scream across
witness.
the entire
Surprise
God
witness,
dang.
Denzel.
You can't do Denzel.
You should have probably been prepared. Like, okay, we're done calling witnesses. So when Judge LeBar says, "Do I have any more witnesses?" Nope, we're good.
Surprise.
Sir. Okay, thank
Say
you.
it. Surprise.
We can't.
So you're resting at this time.
surprise.
Try it. Try to surprise.
No.
I
Yes, Your
would
Honor,
win
we're
this
resting.
case.
We're
Oh
resting.
my God.
I would win this case.
All right. This the defense.
Surprise
and
witness,
any
Denzel.
witnesses.
Ricky, shut up.
Doesn't happen like that.
Damn it.
You've already rested.
Damn it.
Thank you.
Well, at least I tried.
I
Tell me
said
there's
it.
two
Trooper
Jerrys.
Yes, sir.
Denzel, please be quiet. Thank you.
Yes, no problem.
All right. Do you have any witnesses you'd like to call at this time, sir?
I mean, they
No.
were enlisted on the court docket, so am
Right.
I allowed to just get anybody, or no?
They are not listed on the court docket as your witness, but you may
I
call
sent a cop to
yourself
jail
and give
before. I
a
bet I could do it
narrative
again.
under your Sixth Amendment right, sir, to represent yourself in this court.
It's all good, sir. I have nothing.
All right, so you rest at this time.
Oh, shit.
sir.
Ask for a recess so I
Okay.
can write up this.
Are
closing.
both
Good.
sides prepared to give a closing?
Can we have a 5-minute recess before the closing?
Any objections, Trooper Andrews?
No objection, sir.
All right, 5-minute recess. Be back in here in 5 minutes. Don't make me come look for you. Court's back in session. Order in my courtroom. Are both parties now?
Yeah, I don't know
prepared to
about
give their closing?
subathons.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Trooper Andrews. Can't hear him.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. All
Can't
right.
write, Remy.
Go
Fuck.
ahead, plaintiff, with your closing, please.
Welcome back to Penta Premium.
All right, Jerry.
Your Honor, ladies
Oh,
and
thank
gentlemen,
God, not Jerry
over
I've
here.
heard the testimonies from multiple different people about the day that Mr. Robbins was in custody and was practically tortured while handcuffed to a table. Mr. Robbins testified himself that he was tased and literally shot at while being held in an interrogation room while he feared for his life. Now,
Welcome
over a month
back
later,
to
Mr.
Penta
Robbins can't even live
Premium.
properly on a day-to-day
Mm,
basis,
that's
and he
so
claims that
long.
he even had to give up his own son in the process. Dr. Martell testified as well on the stand that Mr. Robbins complained of pain in his back and that he had been requested medical while in custody but never received any. I also find it pretty convenient that Trooper Andrews remembered very little details from the day in question, except the reason for, Mr. Robbins was brought in, which he explained in explicit detail, even with the police report as well. I know he read that. Your Honor, there is nothing from the defense proving that Trooper Andrews didn't treat my client maliciously and poorly while he was in custody, and he didn't even try to disprove the fact that he did it. I trust you'll make the right decision in this case. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm really sorry. I have an emergency. I need to go.
Okay, I'm sure Callow can take it from here.
Guilty.
Trooper Andrews.
Guilty.
Callow, taking anything. Being a predator.
Okay, all right.
Sorry,
no
Your Honor.
comments like
Whoa.
that, please. Thank you.
Jesus.
Strike that from the record, please, Buck.
Yep, struggling.
The only thing Callow's gonna take is his fucking
Your
L.
Honor, everybody in court, I'd just like to say that none of this actually happened. We just have a case of somebody trying to get over on the system here. We have an individual that takes advantage of society and tax-paying, good, upstanding citizens out there on a day-to-day basis. There was none of this excessive force or tasing or anything that occurred that he's just making up and BSing about and wasting everybody's time about. That is all, sir.
Thank you very much. All right, I will put this court in recess. Please, if you stay in the courtroom, use your indoor voice while myself and Buck go in the back. I will be the only one deliberating this case, though, as Buck was not here for a little bit of it. Okay? Court is now in recess. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call this court back into session at this time. Now. Oh, the twins are back. Okay.
Yeah,
Mr.
Aaron
Callow,
lost
you're
her
back.
license.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I'm thinking of
The plaintiff, Mr. Robbins, was seeking $50,000 in pain and suffering for the excessive force and torture in violation of his constitutional rights. He was also seeking 100,000 punitive damages for the treatment of a person in custody by an officer of the law.
Alrighty.
I will also state that this also says this is a public policy concern and should be punished accordingly to set an example. But this is a civil case, not a criminal case. We don't punish people in civil cases. I'm sure you understand that, Mr. Callow. All right. Mr. Callow, acknowledge me.
Sure. That doesn't. Punitive damages literally means punishment damages.
Okay.
Jerry,
Well,
To be honest, I didn't hear anything you said. You gotta say it louder.
Okay. Callow, you got to
Oh.
speak up.
Say it with the chest out.
Yes, Your Honor.
There.
Oh my God, way too
Jesus
loud.
Christ, he finally spoke.
There you go.
That was too loud.
The justice system runs on a testimonial evidence, which is exactly what a he said, she said testimony is. What makes it different from any other dispute between witnesses in a word? Nothing. Okay? Whether it's a small claims case between a neighbor over some dog shit on a yard, or a death penalty case, or murder in the first degree, or even a
Well, that
civil
doesn't sound
case
good.
as we are here today for. All right, I'm going to break this down for you. Mr. Robbins,
Yeah.
I'm going to be fining for the defense in this case, sir. At no time did your legal team provide anything to substantiate what you said happened, sir. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? I got a medical report that was not submitted. I've got a psychiatric report
You
that
son of
never
a bitch,
happened,
Jerry.
not submitted. Mr. Callow,
How is this man a lawyer?
you were not prepared for this case, Mr. Callow. Hands down, sir. And I don't understand why you would have a case such as this brought forward before the courtroom and not be prepared at any time. Mr. Robbins, I'm going to ask you one question.
You know what? I'm gonna call a mistrial because Jerry's a fucking racist, apparently.
Hey, stop right there. I'm going to ask you one question, Mr. Robbins.
Yeah.
When was the last time you met with Mr. Callow to discuss this court case?
I don't know. I like it. It's hard for me to leave my house.
All right. Ruling is for the defense. Case is dismissed. Y'all have a great rest of your day.
God damn
Thank
it,
you, Your Honor.
Jerry. You son of a...
Fucking Jerry.
Like I said, need a lawyer.
Hey, Jerry, what's your score?
Guilty son of a
Like, that's
bitch!
another W
Get him,
for
Denzel!
OTT.
Hey,
Oh,
that's
hey.
Denzel!
Whoa!
Fuck him up, Denzel!
Get it.
Whoa!
Denzel, fuck her up!
What the hell's going
Fuck that
on here?
bitch up, Denzel!
Knock off all the violence
Bitch
in the
ass!
courtroom. That's not supposed to happen here. Stop it.
Let's go. Let's go.
We gotta
go, 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 go.
Jesus Christ.
God damn.
Shit! Shit!
Ah.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of
Punch
here.
this bitch too!
Hey, fuck you. Thanks for hitting me earlier.
Son of a bitch!
Ricky, I'm getting punched. I'm getting punched, Ricky.
Fuck him up! Fuck
He
him up!
pussied out. He pussied out.
Shit! Street
Should've fucking
justice!
robbed them too.
Street justice, motherfucker!
Goddamn right.
We should have taken his gun.
And then killed all.
Yeah, we should have taken his fucking gun.